This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we are going to take a look at Ben & Jerry's Spectacu-love. Sweet cream ice cream with caramel cinnamon cookies and caramel cinnamon cookie swirls. I've already forgotten half of what I have just read out loud. I bought this for €3.39 at my local Kaufland. They've got nice sales every now and then when it comes to Ben & Jerry's and Häagen-Dazs ice cream. And look at the sales then. Globus, for example, has the store that I usually go to buy this sort of stuff. Let us take a quick look at the ingredients list right here in German, at the ingredients list in French, and in the ingredients list in Dutch. And let's take a look at the nutrition table right here. Lovely. Overall, yeah, if you want to read any of the additional information that is listed here, feel free to pause the video and do that. Looks-wise, overall, I don't have anything to complain about. The pint itself has been designed wonderfully. I am a sucker for speculatius. Do not know if there's a proper translation for that in English, because Spectacu-love, and nowhere here do I see something that actually looks like speculatius, speculations, whatever. It's not even written here, but this is very much what this reminds me of. Spectacu-love. Or maybe I'm missing something entirely, which is, of course, possible. So, let us open up the thing now. I've talked enough already. This is fresh out of the freezer, minus 20 degrees Celsius. And it looks alright. It looks very similar to the cookie dough thing, but we do have some darker particles over here, which appears to be some sort of cinnamon stuff. Looks very much like the stuff that you find in the Cineminis too, and other cinnamon flavored stuff, and some swirls here as well, which overall looks lovely. So let us relid the pint and take the cutting board and do the signature move of mine. So we cut this here. Let's go for the cross section. It's been a while since the last ice cream cross section. It's been, yeah, it's still quite cold. That's for sure. Good lord. I think I didn't really hit the first slice, the first cutting. No, I didn't at all. So which one are we going to go for? This one here has got the ingredients list, so I think we're going to go for that one. Looks-wise, yeah, looks good so far. Pause the video and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright, I am back at the desk, and it is time for us to now take a look at these individual thingies right here. This has melted already quite well. Let's go for a bit of a taste test of that. Scent-wise, it is certainly cinnamony. Flavor-wise, just like the scent, yes. Milky, cinnamony flavor. Very mild cinnamon flavor, that is. But a very nice melt on the tongue, I guess. It was melted, but it has got that certain smoothness. Let's go for the first scrapage of ice cream. Okay, you definitely have the texture of these little, I guess, cookie bits. And very different from the German Spekulatius that I know. Not like that at all. A lot more crumbly, a lot softer, not as dense. What did they describe it as again? Caramel cinnamon cookies and caramel cinnamon cookie swirls. Okay. So the swirls are definitely there. They're definitely there. Let's take off a bit from the top here so that it doesn't melt down the side of the pint. But that stuff has been fine so far. The actual ice cream is sweeter than I thought, to be honest. The creaminess of it is lovely. very smooth, no bad aftertaste. It feels like they put some cinnamonis into this thing and made them a bit more cookie-like, I guess. Yeah, that's what this pretty much tastes of. And let's take the tweezers. Try to get the... Okay. It's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be easy at all to take just the cookie. I think this is just the cookie bit for now. It is smooth enough. It almost feels like the Ben & Jerry's cookie dough, just a bit more cinnamon and sweeter. It doesn't really taste like a fully baked cookie. I mean, the texture of it doesn't really match it. And it doesn't really match like the Spekulatius either. Not fully, at least. So far, this it's not quite what I expected, but it is good. It is very good indeed, I have to say. Nothing has got a bad aftertaste. The cinnamon does taste nice. The ice cream base itself does taste nice. It is quite sweet, but it is incredibly smooth on the mouth. It melts away beautifully on the tongue, and everything else seems to be quite alright as well. So far so good. I don't have anything to complain about at this point in time, so I think I'm going to go for another spoon and then a few more, and I'll see you in just a second. So I am bravely working my way through this half of the ice cream pint, and I have to say that I'm so far quite happy with this. I definitely have that caramel cinnamon flavour all over the place. For me personally, there could be even more caramel cinnamon flavour, more caramel cinnamon Spekulatius like biscuits in here. I found a bigger one here. This is just what I wanted to show you. This appears to be the biggest one yet, probably the biggest one I will encounter in this pint, and this appears to be one of these cookies. The texture is not as I hoped that it would be. Spekulatius is usually a bit more brittle, but then again, maybe this is as close as you can get to that sort of stuff in an ice cream enclosure. Maybe regular Spekulatius is just not going to work. Maybe it's just gonna, I don't know, soak itself up with the milky stuff, the creamy stuff, and maybe it's just gonna turn into mousse, into some brei. What's it called? I don't know, puree. But flavor-wise, this has been quite alright. Very decent cinnamon flavor, caramel flavor. This biscuit flavor, certainly. It's a little bit like cinnamonis. If cinnamonis have gotten a very Christmassy vibe and you put them into ice cream and you I guess give it some more caramel flavor. This is really what this tastes of. Yes, I'm quite happy with this. I think I'm going to finish this off, and I'll see you with the review sheet in just a second. The consumption process is complete, and we are ready to rate this with the review sheet. First impression wise, I give 1 out of 1 available point. It looked good, we took off the lid, and it also did smell good, so nothing to complain about. 1 out of 1 available point. Color wise, same story, everything looked as it should, so yeah, nothing to complain about. Consistency and texture wise, I give 1.5 out of 2 available points, because the ice cream base itself, that was nice and creamy. It melted away lovely on the tongue. The cookie pieces, those were the only thing that I think could be a bit different. What I really like about these Spekulatius pieces, these biscuits, these cookies, I do not know if you're familiar with them, and if you are, please let me know where you're from, because I only really know the German version of these. Maybe there are other European countries, I assume, that do have their own version of these. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's not only us who have them. I don't think that's the case at all. But the Spekulatius that I'm familiar to, the spiced one, the cinnamony one, that is usually quite a bit more crumbly. And those larger cookie pieces here, they were a lot more moist, a lot less crumbly as I hoped, to be honest, because when you have these Spekulatius pieces, that's the difference of them, that they are crunchy, kind of dry, and still sort of fatty as well. That's a beautiful thing about them, and this didn't really come through here. too much. They were a lot softer, but not only from the ice cream, I guess, but also because they're just different biscuits, different cookies. I do not know if you can actually put like the proper real deal into ice cream and have what I want it to be in reality, but I don't know. They just were not what I hoped they would be, especially judging from the picture on the ice cream pint. Therefore, only 1.5 out of 2 available points. Overall, it was nice though. Flavor-wise, 4 out of 5 available points. I think that overall there could have been a bit more flavor of these cookie pieces. They could be a lot more abundant, I think, in the entire ice cream. There was quite a bit of ice cream mass. There was just base ice cream, sweet stuff with cinnamon flavor, but not too much of this cookie texture and cookie flavor that really should be the most important thing about this particular pint here. Because this is not just caramel cinnamon ice cream, right? Those cookie pieces are the main character, I suppose. So there should be more flavor in that regard present, and therefore only 4 out of 5 available points. 0.75 out of 1 available point in the themalization department, because of pretty much the same story here. I think they did do a decent job, but from what they have put in here, I think they just should have put many more cookie pieces in here, a lot more stuff than they actually ended up doing. And therefore, in total, we have only an 8.25 out of 10 for the Ben & Jerry's Spectacu-love ice cream. So usually these ice creams go for about €7, I think, here in Germany, currently at the end of 2024. Some of them are even like €7.99. On sale for €3.39. There is nothing to complain about whatsoever. But for full price, yeah, I would recommend it. It is nice. Maybe half a pint is even a bit much, because when the mouth gets like quite cold when you're eating away at this, you're sort of losing a lot of that speculatius flavor as well, and I think this is one of the factors that also plays into this not having enough of this biscuit stuff in it. Yeah, but overall it's nice. I would recommend trying this out, definitely. And on that, I think it is time to end this particular video. If you've got a question or a video suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, feel free to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then.